We'll begin. Sit. Just so we'll sit cross-legged. Back straight. Both the hands on knees. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we'll let go our face muscles, neck, shoulder, hands, and legs. Keeping the spine straight, we'll bring our attention on breathing. We'll begin. Come to the front of the mat. Both the feet are together, both the palms together, thumb touching the chest, and spine is straight. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we'll let go our whole body. Visualize the rising sun. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrano Satyadharmaya Drishtaye Om Mitraya Namaha. And we bring both the hands up. Look up towards the ceiling and a little back bend. So we'll feel the stretch in the upper body and we'll let go our back. Feel the stretch in throat. Hastuttanasana. So in the last chapter 5, we talked about Shri Krishna mentioning or answering to Arjun about which one is more beneficial path for Arjun, whether it is the karma or the renunciation, sannyas or Sankhya. And he starts with saying that both are in a way similar and both lead, even if you pick one of them, both lead to same results. Om Ravaye Namaha. Now, keeping your arms beside your ears, will slowly bend forward. And we'll let go our whole upper body. Legs are straight, knees are locked. So while doing this comparison, Shri Krishna also mentions about why he thinks that the path of karma is more beneficial compared to the other one. And then he talks about a bit detail about the second part, that is the sannyas part, where he talks about the meditative technique, where he describes that how one has to focus on middle of the eyebrows, sit down, and then suspend their breathe in out, and complete attention, complete surrender to the supreme. And now in the chapter 6 he continues this, and that's where the topic of the chapter 6 is Sankhya Yoga. So he's now discussing a little bit more detail about the Sankhya, that is, either you can call it the sannyas or you can call it the sun aspect. Om Surya Namaha. And now we'll bring both the hands beside our feet. Right leg goes back, right knees on the floor. Come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. Maximum gap between thigh, chest, and expand your chest. So now in this chapter, as Shri Krishna is talking about Sankhya Yoga, he starts with saying that the one on this path is trying to achieve control over his mind and senses. So we are trying to get over the desires and the so-called lower nature in this context, that is the nature arising from the prakriti, the three gunas, or whatever arises in our mind, in our buddhi. So trying to go over above that. So in a way, we are the goal of this, or the first stage in this path, is to have a control over your mind and senses. And then he says that the mind can be your greatest friend, or it can also be your greatest enemy. And then he discusses about how one has to completely focus on the divine, bring his complete attention of the mind on the supreme to achieve this path. And then he says that one has to specifically mention that to go to a secluded place, that is not to mix too much socially here, because this is a path of renunciation. So you go to secluded place, you sit down with your neck, head, back erect, bring your attention in the top of or tip of the nose, and purify your heart. And with the pure mind, the self is evident to be felt. And when that happens, the person who is on this path feels the deep joy, the bliss, the divine bliss which one talks about, and then feels that there is nothing which is more joyful or blissful than this state. And that's how it comes out of the duality or the miseries, and they do not impact the person in this state. Om Bhanave Namaha. And now we'll bring the other leg back. So our whole body is in one straight line, head, neck, back, and legs all aligned. We'll maintain this. Focuses on the core, let go our face muscles. Now Arjun poses his next question, and he says that his mind is restless, and what Shri Krishna is suggesting seems to be not possible for him or impractical, because the mind is obstinate, doesn't listen. It's very difficult to control the mind. Om Khagaya Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, chest and chin straight towards the Ashtanga Namaskar. 8 अंगों से सूर्य प्रणाम, chin, chest, both the palms, knees and toes. Only 8 parts are touching the ground. And then we'll let go face muscles, shoulders, elbows, ankles. So you can imagine a person like Arjun, who is considered the most talented in his era, talks about his restless mind and talks about how difficult it is to bring this mind at your will on one point. And then Krishna answers to this that yes, it is very difficult to get control of this mind, but it is not impossible. There are, through the abhyas and vairagya, it is achievable. So again, these two terms are from the Sankhya philosophy, if you remember, from the yoga, Patanjali of Yoga Sutra. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. So these two terms are exactly used. The same terms are used here as well. Abhyas and vairagya. That is practice and detachment. Om Pushane Namaha. And we'll straighten our body. As we breathe in, head goes up. Look up towards the ceiling. Elbows are bent, supporting your back. Legs are relaxed. Feel the stretch in the neck. Feel the curve of your spine. Normal breathing. If you feel that you're going a little more up, that is your head or gaze is going really high, and you feel the stretch a little too much in the back, then it is best to support the back by stretching your leg muscles as well. That will give more support, and more back bend can be done here with more support with the leg muscles. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. And now middle body goes up. Heels pushing towards the ground. And head is relaxed. Face muscles are relaxed. We'll stay here and we'll constantly keep the stretch in the back of the legs, and we'll also constantly try to let go our head, neck, face muscles, if possible, back. And also, Shri Krishna talks about the practice and the vairagya, that is how one must bring in some form of vairagya. When we talk about that, we keep all the things which are happening in our life aside for the duration of the session. That's a form of detachment that we are creating in the mind. And then the practice, you pick up one thing which you do repeated so that you gain control, maybe inch by inch, maybe a very minute level, some control over your mind. Om Marichay Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, right leg in the front. Come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. Maximum gap between thigh, chest, and expand your chest. We'll stay here. Normal breathing again, breathe in, feel the stretch, breathe out, let go. And after this, Arjun has one more question, and he says that find that one practices and tries to control this mind through this method. What happens to the person who is not successful, or in the lifespan that we have, is not able to achieve the path, but he tried to control the mind but was not able to, or not successful in the lifespan? And then doesn't he deprive himself of both the worlds, that is the material success which he could have achieved probably, and the spiritual success? He achieved none. So isn't he devoid of both the successes just because he's not, he or she is not able to achieve the path? Om Adityaya Namaha. And now we'll bring the other leg in the front. Both the feet are together. Straighten your legs. Take a deep breath in. As we breathe out, we'll pull our abdomen in, grab hold of our toes, ankles, whatever is available, and we'll maintain a stretch. Maintain the stretch in the whole body, except for the face muscles, neck, head. Focus is on the tailbone. Padhastasana. And to this, Shri Krishna mentions that this much he can assure, that whatever efforts have been put in are never lost. And one person who is on the path of yoga, whatever level that one is able to achieve, exactly in the same level, they begin again in the next life. Either they are born in a family which is aligned with yoga, or even without them seeking, they get attracted to these practices. And that's how they again begin from where they left. And they, as they keep progressing through many lives, they can still achieve the path of yoga. Release. Om Savitre Namaha. Now keeping your arms beside your ears, will slowly come up, very slowly with full awareness. Upper body is stretched and back is relaxed. Feel the stretch in the throat. Hasuttanasana, stay here, normal breathing. And then Shri Krishna mentions that how there is a progress happening, as in human beings. He talks about the progress from karmi to jnani, and from jnani to tapasvi, and from tapasvi to yogi. He says that jnani is superior to a karmi, and a tapasvi is superior to a jnani, and a yogi is superior to a tapasvi. And then he says that Arjun, be this yogi, aspire to be the yogi. Om Arkaya Namaha. And then spread your arms wide. Pranamasana. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. So that completes our right side. We'll do the left side with breathing. And that also completes our chapter 6 of Sankhya Yoga. So majorly talking about, again, the Sankhya philosophy, or Sankhya Yoga, not philosophy. Sankhya Yoga and the aspect of the sannyas, where he talks about exactly what methods are involved in it and how we work with the mind in this particular practice. and what is required to be done, and what happens when we do not achieve the path, and then the various progressive aspects of human life is what in one of the verses mentioned, not in a lot of detail. So just an overview of that one verse where he talks about the karmi and then jnani and tapasvi and then yogi. We'll do the left side. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, both the hands down. Breathe in, left leg back. Breathe out, right leg back. Hold your plank, hold your breath, go in ashtanga. Breathe in, bhujan. Breathe out, mountain. Breathe in, both the knees on the floor, left leg in the front. Breathe out, right leg in the front. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, pranamasana. So that completes our one full round. We'll do 11 rounds or roughly 11. Maximum pace. After this, we are going to do one um, or more of Chandra Namaskar. So we'll begin right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Left side. Right 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 side. Left side. I'll do 3 more. Right side. Left side. Right side. Last one, right side. Left side. Let the breathing come back to normal. So you'll see that when Krishna is talking about, Shri Krishna is talking about the karma or Sankhya in all these verses. Of course, we as we analyze these verses, we have divided it into different parts, but a lot of these are interweaved. And truly, Shri Krishna, I think, doesn't believe that these two are very different paths. In fact, one of the verses in Sankhya Yoga itself mentions that how a person who is in this state of yoga that we are talking about, the final state, just does what is obligated to be done in the situation. And not attached to the desires or sense gratification, but rather to the duty or what needs to be done in that situation. We'll bring both the feet together. We are at the right side of the mat, and fingers interlaced in front. We'll bring both the hands up, index finger out, stretched up towards the ceiling. We'll begin with the pranavasana. Chin is slightly up. In this pose, we are engaging all the muscles. So feet is engaged as we stretch our index finger up. Leg muscles are engaged, abdomen can be pulled in, chest is automatically expanded, shoulders are engaged, hands are straight, chin slightly up. Stay here, normal breathing. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, will bend to the left, only side bend. Head is relaxed between hands. Your whole right side is stretched, left side is relaxed.
You can scan through your body from the right foot, right leg, right waistline, right shoulder, right hand, right index finger. Whole of the right side is stretched. Left side is relaxed. Keep this engagement. Enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the relaxation. Let there be good stretch here. And slowly, with full awareness of the spine or the vertebrae, come all the way in the center. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out. Left leg, big step. Left side, and then we'll sit in Devi Asana. Spine is straight, tailbone pointing towards the ground. Both the hands roughly 90 degrees, fingers spread out. Stay here. Focus can be on your thighs, on your knee joint. Stay here. Let there be good engagement of the thigh muscles of the knee joint. And now slowly release. Both the legs are straight, both the hands are straight. Left foot pointing towards the left side. Breathe in. As we breathe out, we'll do Trikonasana. So both the hands go side. Left hand pointing towards the ground. Right hand straight up. Look up towards your right hand fingers. Once you have a straight gaze, feel that engagement of the right waistline. And then you can bend a little more further, bringing your left hand more closer to the ground. Feel the stretch in the right waistline. Maintain that consistent stretching of the right waistline muscle by bringing your left hand as much as possible closer to the ground. Right hand straight up, gaze up. Slowly release. We'll turn to the left side. Both the hands are on the left leg. We'll breathe in here. As we breathe out, abdomen pulled in. We'll bend forward, keeping the legs straight, forehead as closer to the knee as possible. Pashuttanasana. Feel the stretch in the left side of the left leg. Slowly we'll bring right knee on the floor, and then we'll come in Ashwasanchalanasana as an intermediary pose. Bring both the hands up, look up, bend back, Ardha Chandrasana. Stay here. Normal breathing focuses on the throat region. In the same chapter 6, Shri Krishna also mentions in one of the verse about a new practitioner or of yoga who are new to yoga, or in other terms, who are not experts, practitioners, just like us. For them, karma is the means, and the ones who have achieved a level of expertise, for them, sama is the means. We'll bring both the hands side on the floor, and we'll turn in front, right heel on the floor, right toes pointing up. Sama here is the equanimity that is going deeper into the meditation samadhi. But for the ones who are still practitioners, still in the process of exploring the somewhere where we can be in the range of the karmi and the jnani, where we are still in the phase where we have some desires, we have some goals to achieve, and we are still through this process. We are also trying to be more aware of ourselves and the surrounding. We bring our left foot on the ground and have a little deeper stretch in the skandhasana. So for them, the karma is the means. So at no point, if we are not at the level of the expertise where we can sit and just go deep into meditation, it can control our mind and senses, then karma is our means, where we progress through the karma that we are doing, traversing through our goals, desires, working through it, creating more awareness as much as possible through the karma. Now slowly release. We'll come up, go to the other side, and left heel on the floor, left toes pointing up. Stay here, couple of breathings. When you feel ready, left foot on the ground, both the hands or fingers interlaced in front, skandhasana. Focus can be on the deep stretch that you feel in the left thigh and right ankle. Slowly release. We'll turn to the right side, left knee on the floor, come up again, Ardha Chandrasana, both the hands up, bend back, look back, stay here, normal breathing. Focus is on the throat. Both the hands go side on the floor. We'll breathe in here. And as we breathe out, straighten our legs. Forehead as closer to the knee as possible. Paschimottanasana. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Legs are straight. Knees are locked. We are constantly trying to bring forehead closer so that we feel the stretch in the right side of the right leg. Now we'll release. We'll come in Trikonasana, right hand pointing towards the ground, left hand straight up, look up towards your left hand. Once you have the straight gaze, we'll bring right hand more closer to the ground. Feel the stretch or twist in the left waistline. Maintain that. Stay here. At least a minute. So working on the Manipura chakra. Slowly release. We'll come in star pose. When we are staying in each of the poses for long, especially for a minute, make sure that you go slower and there are no jerks while you move from one pose to the other. We'll go in Devyasana. Spine is straight. Both the hands roughly 90 degrees, fingers are spread out. Stay here. Slowly release. Right leg goes to the left. Both the hands up. Interlace fingers, index finger out. Breathe in. Stretch up. Breathe out. Bend right. Head is relaxed. Your whole left side is stretched. The right side is relaxed. You can scan through your body, both the sides, and enjoy the stretch as well as the relaxation. It doesn't matter how far you can go. More important is to stretch to the max that you can and to relax to the max that you can and enjoy both. Stiram Sukhamasana, Prayatna Shaithilyam, Samapatti. So the prayatna, the effort, shaithilyam, that is the relaxation, should be felt equally. Samapati bhyam. Very slowly, with full awareness, we'll slowly come back. Stay here in Pranamasana. Abdomen is pulled in, whole body stretched, chin slightly up. Might look like a very simple pose. If you can engage all the muscles, excellent. Slowly release. Now we'll do the left to right side a little faster with breathing. So we'll breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, bend right, breathe in, back up, breathe out, right leg, right side, sit down, Devyasana. Breathe in, both the hands and legs straight. We'll do Trikonasana. Look up. Breathe out. Left hand goes to the right. Pashuttanasana. Breathe in. Left knee on the floor. Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe out. Both the hands on the floor. We'll go in Skandhasana. In front. Breathe in up. Breathe out the other side. And we'll turn to the left. Left knee on the floor. We'll go in again. Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe out, both the hands on the floor. Legs are straightened. Pashuttanasana. Breathe in, Trikonasana. Look up. Breathe out, Devyasana. Breathe in, left leg goes to the right side. Stretch up. Breathe out, bend left. Breathe in, back up. That completes one full round of Chandra Namaskar. We'll do, I think we will be able to do 2 more by our own. When we are doing our own rounds, then you can focus on either the muscles, or you can also do these all poses by keeping your abdomen pulled in if you want to work more on the abdominal region, or you can focus more on the feet, the angle of feet, the balance how we create by changing feet at each point, or you can visualize that you're going from one side of the crescent of moon to the other. So we'll begin right to left, bar on. Then left to right. Do one more and then Shavasana. Again, bar on, right to left. Left to right. You can also focus on the grace from going one pose to the other. as if you're flowing from one pose to the other. And release. We'll lie on our back. Both the legs are apart. Both the hands beside the body, palms facing up. Going to name different parts of the body. Bring your awareness on that part. Clench those muscles, move that part, and then let go. We'll start with both the toes together, both the feet toes, both the feet, ankles, calf muscles, knee joint, thigh muscles. You can move your legs, bend them, cross them, and then let go. Both the legs are completely relaxed. The ground, lower back, middle back, upper back. Your whole spine relaxed. Bring your attention on both shoulders, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palms, and fingers. We'll bend our hands, cross them in the front. Stretch above your head or sideways. Any movement, and then let go. Both the hands are beside the body, palms facing up. Bring your attention on neck, chest, stomach, abdomen, upper body, back of your neck, back of your head, top of your head, forehead, eyebrows, eyeballs, nose, cheeks, upper lip, chin, jaw, tongue and teeth, both the ears together, back of your ears, your throat, your whole face, your whole body. Take a couple of deep breaths. I want you to visualize that you're lying on sand. Try to feel that your body has gone a little in by pushing the sand outwards. Try to feel the touch of the sand in your hands, legs, your head. Visualize that sand particles, the color, the feel, and the heat you can feel of in the sand. Now, as you wake up, visualize that you're walking on this sand and you're at a beach. As you stand here, I want you to visualize each and every wave coming towards the shore. Not only the visualization of the waves coming in, when the waves splash on the shore, visualize the sound, the touch of the water,
The breeze felt on the face, on the hands, the smell of the beach, of the water. Visualize a very big wave far out in the sea, and it's approaching you. You're, you feel like the wave is too big and you will be all drenched. As the wave comes closer, it loses its strength and it hardly hits the shore. Just before hitting the shore, it loses all its strength and then again goes back. Now visualize a small wave coming and gaining strength as it comes closer and hits the shore with a big sound, making you all wet. And then again, the water goes back. And slowly we'll move our feet, move our hands, turn to one side and sit. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Rajeshri.